Joe, first time as a head coach preparing for Luka. What type of defense do you put together, and how do you kind of try to at least contain him when he's on his A game?
Know what you're willing to live with, and know what you need to take away, and stick with that as long as we can, and then be ready to adjust based on how the game's going. So just have to have an awareness to how he's scoring. We know he can get him in a lot of different ways, and just have to know that, and then know what we want to take away.
Jayson Tatum, in or out tonight?
In.
He's in.
Yes.
Okay. Any limit to because of the ankle?
No.
How hard did he fight to be in tonight?
I think he did what he had to do to be ready and felt good.
Hi, Coach. Happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Yeah, Coach, just to follow up a little bit on Mark's question, how's your judgment about the defense overall? I don't want to ask for a grade or anything like that, but highs and lows, pluses and minuses.
Yeah, it's coming along. I think it's definitely gotten a lot better. Mid-range is still, hurting us a little bit. We got to do a better job contesting three-point shots, being the second jumper, giving up a few, open ones in that. Defensive rebounding has been good. And, I thought for a little while there during a stretch we were doing a good job kind of forcing some turnovers, and we just got to kind of stick with that and maybe get some more. But overall, I like our effort. I like our intentionality to the details for the most part, and I just have to continue to grow in that.
Joe, the two teams you lost to were both big teams with two bigs. But in Chicago, you didn't play Blake or Noah much. Is there a trust level there? How do you kind of combat bigger teams, like when they throw in Drummond and Vucevic and they're killing you on the boards, and they kind of seem to take the life out of you?
Yeah, I don't think it's not a trust issue. I think when we're fully healthy, we try to find the balance of our team and what works for us. I think we're good enough as a team and have enough depth to where we don't have to necessarily adapt to what the other team is doing. We can do what we do. And I don't necessarily think they were killing us on the glass. I think they only had 8 offensive rebounds. Vucevic had 12 points. 6 of them were in the post. 2 was a turnaround jumper over his right shoulder. So sometimes it feels a lot worse than what it is. Drummond had 1 tip-in rebound on a transition because we made the wrong rim read. And so I think it's just building an awareness to, what it really is all the time. And, is it something that we can combat with our depth and, our strength as a team.
Joe, you've gotten a chance to see all your guards now play, significant minutes through some injuries and stuff. You have a good feel for, roles, minutes, all those kind of things in the backcourt. Yeah, you're still kind of getting a feel for where each guy goes there. I
have a good feel as far as what they do well and what the lineups look like, but we haven't been fully healthy a lot, and so I think getting into that rhythm. I think at the same time, just kind of seeing how the game goes. Because of our depth, we have the ability to play, Gary's saying, a couple of different ways during the game, and just try to see what that looks like, and then how it pertains to the matchup as well.
Joe, what's your opinion on guys taking mid-range shots when they have, Jalen is shooting somewhere around 59% in the mid-range, as opposed to some of the possessions where he does get too deep and does kind of leave himself without any outlets? Do you encourage that? I know it's threes and layups and all of that stuff, but do you encourage those guys to take those mid-range shots?
I think there's a time and a place for them. I think our shot quality is really, really good. And so I think there's a balance. I would usually, if you pass up the first open three, that's when the turnover happens at the rim. And so I think it's more about, and tonight that's a perfect example of they're going to slice closeout, they're going to run into your body, they're going to try to run you off the line. And so we got to do a great job of our spacing and getting the first great look. And when that doesn't happen, we have to make the right play at the rim. But I don't know if it's necessarily a discouragement of mid-range. I think it's just, when the time is there, take advantage of it. Thank you. Thank you.